territories, so why would you give it away? You know, it's one of the myths that we've been brought up with, that somehow, somewhere in 1835, 1840, that we woke up one morning, the men scratched their balls, went down to the seashore and signed all our rights away. I mean, if you have been imbued for 800 years with the notion of hereditary leadership and arikitanga, you would just not do that. Why would you do it? Give it up to all those ugly people. So that was a second thing when I was deconstructing this whole thing. The third thing was that as a new nation we needed protection, and that we asked the British to come here and protect us. Not to come over here and sleep towards our beautiful women. Have lots of English-looking children and start to take over. That was not what was intended. We needed to stop it, sleeping with our women still, and not do any of that. So, anyway, it goes on and on, and then the Te Tiriti, which is an affirmation of the Rangatira of those chiefs. For me, those are all that those two documents mean. They are an affirmation that what had existed for 800 years, 1,000 years, would continue to exist, and that we would not relinquish anything. Since 1835, in my lifetime anyway, it's been a constant struggle to get pieces, bits and pieces of things inside constitutions so that we could set up separate Māori women's refuges. We could set up separate rape crisis centres because we knew how to look after our people. And for 180 years we have been looked after. Just a little thing about that. You know, we are the human misery industry. What Angela Davis calls the prison industrial complex, I call it the human misery condition. It has been, we have been told all our lives that we need looking after, and they have made a huge industry out of looking after us. If we all stop being mad, sad and bad tomorrow, no Pākehā mortgages would get paid. No Pākehā banks would exist. And so, part of me says, you know, we have to get our act together. We have to learn how to trust each other, because colonisation did two things. First of all, it redefined who we are. It separated us from our gods, it separated us from our whenua, and it separated us from each other. That's what colonisation does. To seek rangatiratanga is to seek to repair all of those relationships so that we can call the shots about how things go. Actually, I'm really tired and I don't want to talk anymore. So I really want to put it, and I think that, you know, next year I should stop asking us to come and speak, because you can only speak for so long, and they should set up that tent over there permanently with a couch, and preferably some pink gin, and a couple of bottles of beer, and so we could just watch you talk about yourselves and about how you intend to get rangatiratanga. One more thing, one final thing, one of the things that's really pissed me off all my life is that rangatiratanga under the declaration in Te Tiriti or Waitangi was a collective thing. I hear young people, old people talk about my tino rangatiratanga. I think, what the fuck are they talking about? You don't have individual rangatiratanga, people. You don't have that. Your rangatiratanga comes from your whakapapa, it comes from a collective source. Please stop talking about my tino rangatiratanga this and my tino rangatiratanga that. It's absolutely bloody rubbish. It was never practiced individually. All those ariki and those hereditary chiefs, they did it for everybody. They encompassed everybody into the korero. Not every individual. We've become so individualistic, we started to talk like that about ourselves. It's rubbish. Anyway, I'm going home. Keep going on.